It's 4:22 p.m. I made kind of the last minute decision to go to a new hunting spot back in Ingramport, which is close to my house. It's one of my favorite spots to go to, despite me not having a lot of luck there so far, but its proximity to my house is super convenient for me, so I like going back there. The spot that we're going back there to today is way further than I've ever gone before. It's at least twice as far back as I've gone, so I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get back there. The roads in this area are all logging roads that are pretty well groomed, so I'm not too worried about like my Ford Explorer getting back there, but I just don't know how long it will take to actually make the journey. Like I said, it's now 4:23. I'll have to be out of the woods probably by about 6 o'clock. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get back there with like a good 45 minutes of hunt time left. I like going back to my spot and then sitting still for like 15 or 20 minutes before I start calling, just to kind of let the noise dissipate and everything kind of settle before I start making calls. The weather's good. It's 0 degrees, so it's not too cold. It should be pretty comfortable. Anyway, so I'll see you guys back there. Change of plans. The road that I was planning on going down looks like it wasn't paved, so I just followed the paved road, and I found another little set of lakes that I've never been to before. They're connected by a river. I think my buddy hunts these lakes, but I'm not sure. Luckily, they're not too far off the road. Cold out at all. If I had to hike through the woods to get to a spot, I'd be sweating today for sure, wearing all this stuff. By the way, I'm hunting with a Tikka T3X Varmint with the heavy barrel. Super accurate. I'm shooting half-inch MOA with this thing. It's crazy. I have a Vortex Viper. 6 to 24x by 50 millimeter scope on this thing. It's sighted right in. I love it. I always like to take my drone with me so I can get some sick angles. By the way, I always fly far away from the hunting spot on my way in. And then when I give up on a spot, or if we shoot something, then I can get it up in the air should be as sturdy, both in the air and just the robustness of it, just by the size and the weight of it alone. It's incredible. It's an incredible product. I work in product development in engineering, and I'm just blown away by this thing. Alright, I'm gonna get this camera packed up, get all my stuff on, and I'll see you back there. Well, folks, this trip was a bust, but it's okay. I just like coming back here, and it's fun getting out in the woods, getting out in nature. It's beautiful. I mean, the snow's falling, like, it's so peaceful. I didn't realize it was snowing this bad, actually. My visibility is actually pretty poor. The lake isn't frozen solid, despite us having a string of like some really cold weather. So I'm not sure like if the coyotes will use the lake for transportation. Will use this lake for transportation or not. So I'm kind of set back off the lake a bit. I mean, I have pretty good visibility of the lake, but again, I just don't know what parts of the lake can actually be used for transportation, because it's, there's a lot of like open spots and slushy spots and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's a little late. It's about 5:45. So with the sun going down and, the cloud coverage and the snow falling, like my visibility is pretty poor. So I'd have to call them right in on top of me, essentially. Yeah, so I'm going to get packed up and I'm going to get out of here. I never shoot my rifle when I'm hunting for no reason, but I haven't shot this thing in a couple months since I last sighted it in, so I'm going to take a shot. Alright, so I'm back in the car. This trip was sort of a bust. I totally miscalculated the timing and where I was going. I didn't end up back at the lake that I was originally planning on going to, the one that was super far back. I'm glad that I didn't, because I would have got there way too late. I wouldn't have been able to set up and spend much time in the woods at all. So the spot that I ended up, luckily was able to provide me with a lot of time where I could set up and call and film some, get some shots and that kind of stuff. So anyways, my plan with these YouTube videos is to record basically all of my hunts, whether they're successful or not. So that's a part of it for me. I enjoy the process of like filming, editing, that kind of stuff. So so if the hunt's successful, I'm going to post a video. If it's not successful, I'm going to post a video. I'm pretty new to hunting and to coyote hunting specifically, so like I'm just kind of learning as I go, and today wasn't a good day, but it's okay. I still had fun. This isn't the first time that's happened to me. I've done that. I've done this like a dozen times where I came up short, and it doesn't discourage me. It doesn't it doesn't make me sad or anything like that. I know that if I'm persistent and I keep trying and I keep going, then eventually I'll have some success. So we're hunting eastern coyotes, which are super smart, cover huge territory, and they're really evasive. So they're not easy to hunt to begin with. So that's it for me. I'm going to head out, and I'll see you next time.